What's good, y'all? It's Jay, and we are back with a fresh new video today for you guys. In this video, we are doing something a little different. We are not doing a video on the Civic, and we don't need to because I bought a new car. And you can tell by the thumbnail, yes, I'm officially a Miata boy now. I ended up grabbing a 1991 and a Miata. And in this video, I will be showing y'all how much Miata can you get for $1,000 in 2025. And the reason I'm making this video is not only just to show y'all that I got a new car on the channel, it's also to show y'all like that prices have changed over the years, as many of y'all would know. And $1,000 doesn't really get you a whole lot anymore. So in this video, I will be showing y'all what a $1,000 Miata looks like, and I will be showing you all its imperfections, all the stuff it needs, and yeah, all that cool shit, basically. But we're gonna jump in the Miata, head to a spot, and they closed down my old one, so I have to find somewhere else to film. Let's get a cold start of this thing first. Alright, so after like driving for like 30 minutes, because everywhere I wanted to go, bro, it was packed. After a long time, we finally posted up with the Miata. Now real quick, before I show y'all everything that's wrong with this car, I'm gonna give y'all a quick backstory on how I got it. So I actually got the car off a friend of mine, Berto. I know you watching this. This was actually his girlfriend's car. And this was actually her first car, and this has been her daily driver over the last 4 years. And she finally decided to get herself a new car. So I actually seen the car on Snapchat because he was actually parting this car out. And I jokingly asked him how much did he want for the whole car. So he told me $1,400 for the car, which I was actually willing to pay because this was like the cheapest Miata in my area, at least. I even looked on Marketplace. This was like the cheapest running and driving Miata that I could find. I wasn't actively looking for a Miata, but I always told myself I'll buy one if the right price came up. So I actually went to go look at the car. I walked around the car, looked at it. Keep in mind, it's a 91. It's 30 something years old at this point. You can't nitpick too much about a car that old, especially in the Midwest. I'm looking under it. Underneath of the car is actually way cleaner than the top, believe it or not. He gave me the key, turned the key, and the engine started making a funny noise. And then he popped the hood, started looking at it, and he was like, that has never like happened. I know a lot of people will end up saying that when you go and try to buy a car, but I know he was like dead ass, like, bro, this has never happened to me before. So we checked the oil, there was oil in it. He's like, you want to drive it? I'm like, sure, why not? I never drove an NA before. So I drove the car in the rain with ball tires. I was low-key driving it mad slow because I did not want to break anything, but it drove well enough, and it was starting to overheat because when I bought this car, it needed a water pump because the water pump was leaking like really badly, and there was also a hole in the radiator. So basically the whole cooling system on this thing was shot. So he was like, yeah, like you could take the car for $1,000. And I'm like, all right, cool, that's fine. He hit me up 2 days later and he found out what the sound was. It was something with the belt tensioner that was loose, and he said the noise went away. So he raised the price back up to the original price. I'm like, all right, cool, that's fine. Still getting the Miata, the cheapest running and driving one I could find. It's whatever, so I'm not tripping. And funny enough, I wasn't gonna buy this car. I was about to buy a G35 sedan that I was gonna buy as a flip car, but I went to go look at that car and it needed way too much work, and it had like way too many miles that I was comfortable with on a VQ at least. I was like, yo, do you still got the Miata? He was like, yeah. He was telling me a lot of people was hitting him up about the car. Like the car wasn't gonna last much longer. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go look at it one more time. I looked at it, he started back up, and another sound came up from the engine bay. So he was like, every time this car sees you, it wants to make another noise or do something that it's never done before. And then he was like, I guess you're getting a Miata for $1,000. And keep in mind, since I didn't buy the G, I already had the money in my pocket. So I gave him $1,000 for the Miata. So that is how I managed to get a Miata for $1,000. Now, one of the reasons I decided to make this video is because I came from the Haggard Garage era. And that's back when they were buying Miatas for $1,000, and that was what, like 8, 9, 10 years ago at this point. I wanted to make this video to show how much Miata you could get for $1,000 in 2025. Low key, you might just get a shell, or you might just get some shit that don't run or is halfway parted out, who knows. But facts on the car, this is a 91 Miata. This has the 1.6, and this is actually a special edition. And obviously, I did not know this until I bought the car. This color is actually really sought after. This is BRG, and if you didn't know, that's just British Racing Green. I actually ran the Carfax on this car. This car has stayed in the Midwest its whole life, but if you could tell by the body, I think you can clearly tell that this is definitely a Midwest car. Since we got all that rust on, y'all see that? We not running out of rust over here, bro. And just to let y'all know what the mileage is in this thing, 318,485,000 miles. $1,000 Miata, what can you expect for real? Now, when I did buy this car, it did not have a top. The car did have a factory hard top, but with the hard top, I think he wanted like $3,000. So obviously, I opted to go with no top. I actually bought this top, I think 2 days after I bought the car, and I managed to get the top for $90, which was a deal. And yeah, that's a glory hole. Got multiple of them, you see that shit? Let me stop. But hey, $90 soft top, better than no top. I don't care what nobody says. And when I was explaining that this car was gonna be a part out car, I'm so pissed about this actually. They decided to take the finish panel. And I just found out that non-cracked BRG finish panels are so hard to find. And I actually ended up meeting the guy who has the finish panel off his car. He has 2 roadsters in the same color. So yes, I have to find a finish panel for this car. And out here, I'm not even gonna try to find a BRG panel. I'm just gonna get whatever color I can find and just go on from there. And I don't know if y'all see that impeccable body work right there, but we got waves for days, son. And if you even look even closer, somebody at one point had fender flares on this car because there's a hole here, a hole here, one here, one right there by the rust, and then you got 2 more down here. The quarters on this car are pretty boofed. But let's be 100%. Y'all know this car is already boofed already. I don't need to hear it down in the comments that this is the worst Miata on the planet. It's a turd bucket. I wouldn't pay $500 for it. I don't care, bro. I really don't. And this door, I don't know how, but it became the most ashiest panel on this car. Do y'all see that? Hold on, that fender kind of hitting. Hold on, that fender kind of hitting. I'm showing more rust. Let me zoom back out. This door is like super ashy, and y'all, and since we're right here, y'all probably wondering like, Jay, where the mirror at? Like, how do you drive in this thing with 1 mirror? Let me show y'all where the mirror is at. But first, the door not locked, by the way. You gotta have good thumb strength to open this shit. You see how I stay open? All you gotta do is give it a little love tap. She OEM. Found the mirror. And yeah, this mirror has been off the car since I bought it. It's just been rattling around in the trunk. And as y'all can see, somebody tried to fix this already. And I'm guessing it broke right off again. So, I don't know how I'm gonna fix this. I'm probably just gonna have to buy another mirror. I kind of wish this car had the power mirrors because honestly, they look better. And yeah. Next, I'm gonna show y'all the interior, but I'm not gonna show y'all the interior with the top up. So let's put the top down. Yes, sir. It's That easy. That's actually low-key one of the things I love about this car is at the top it's super easy to put down. And this car did come with a roll bar. I actually find that kind of cool. All right, so interior. To be fair, all the interior is here. On a $1,000 car, I would be expecting all the interior to be gone, to be completely honest with you. Plus, I've seen it 100 times. Like, door cars would be missing, no center console, no gauge hood, no cluster, one seat, like, but it's all here. The door panels, you know, obviously they, oh shit, hold on, let me put that back. These seats, to my knowledge, these are not the seats that come in this car. It's actually supposed to come with tan seats, and I don't even think these are NA seats, but then again, I don't know. Like, center console is here, and if y'all see that badge right here, special edition, 952 out of 4,000. So this is a low number car. And this car, I guess, was factory opt with the Nardi package because it does have the handbrake. Shift knob is long gone, and this is actually not the original steering wheel to this car. This car had a Sparko in it, but he put an original one back in here. Carpet is doing whatever. Need to fix that so water, dirt, and just crap don't get in here. I did manage to score these P2M mats with the car though. But yeah, the interior, it's not a whole lot in here. The armrest is pretty chewed, but this door card is actually in pretty decent shape. Dash looks in okay shape. It does have a crack right here, but other than that, dash is in okay shape. This switch goes to the AC compressor, but it doesn't do anything. Not much going on with this interior. I did put a flip out in here because I hated the old radio, and I think these are actually pretty cool. There's the palm trees there, and there's hearts on the end because, like I said, this was his girlfriend's car. My homie Berto, who I got the Miata from, he actually makes these. So if you have a Miata, make sure you check out the website. So that's pretty much the interior. Now I'm gonna show y'all under the hood of this Miata, show y'all how it runs. Yes, sir. So this is the trusty old 1.6. Allegedly, this motor was rebuilt like 90,000 miles before they bought the car. So, and I took the valve cover off, and the head actually looks super, super clean. This thing is super bone stock. It has the factory cruise control, stock airbox, stock radiator, which I had to replace. This strut bar, I don't know if this is like a factory strut bar. This is an aftermarket one. Let me know down in the comments what kind of strut bar is this. But yeah, it's not much to this engine. It's just a little old 1.6. It gets the job done. This is actually a super fun engine, and if I keep this car long enough, which I really hope I do, I definitely want to turbo this 1.6. So now I'm gonna start the Miata just so y'all can see how this thing runs. Like, real deal, this 1.6 actually runs like really, really, really good. And I forgot one more thing. This is kind of another reason I bought this car. And if you don't know why the tire is chirping so much, that's because the Miata already got a welded 1.8 diff already. So expect me at your local drift events. We doing backies, we doing tandems, we doing all of that. I'm lying like shit. I can't even do a donut properly. You know, besides like all the little things with this car, most of the stuff, the biggest problem with this car is the body. It's just the rust that it has. The engine only needs a valve cover gasket. I just did a tune-up on this thing actually because I just changed the water pump. So I did the water pump, thermostat, and like a few other bits and odds and ends. The car has a full tune-up. I also bought new rear tires for this thing because I may or may not have killed the last pair that was on here. the body and some suspension stuff it can use, there's not really nothing wrong with this thing. And I didn't plan on keeping this car. I planned on flipping it, making a few dollars off of it, but when I found out it was my homie's girlfriend's first car, like, I knew I couldn't sell it right away because I remember how I felt when I sold my first car. And I'm not even gonna put up a front. This is probably like one of the funnest cars that I've ever owned. I never owned a Miata. I used to work at Mazda, so I drove the NDs, but I never got to experience like the older Miatas, like the NA and the MVs. For $1,000, I spent, bro, when I want to tell y'all, I have spent more money on much worse than this Miata. Like, I drove this Miata like 2 hours away one day and it drove back like completely fine. So I could have definitely did a lot worse. And saying that much, I think the Miata is going to stick around on the channel for a little while. So if you have an NA Miata, shit, I don't care if you got any Miata. If you have any Miata, let me know what kind you have. Let me know what's done to it in the comment section down below. And let me know what to look out for on these cars. I never owned a Miata and this is a fresh chassis for me. Like, I know all like the stuff on paper, but I don't know the ins and outs of these like I do my Hondas. If you want to see the Miata on the channel more, make sure you like and subscribe. But it's your boy Jay. I'm signing out. I'll see y'all in the next one.